a warning to Cambodia and Thailand. Do not fall into the trap of warmongering superpowers. Do not trade peace for the business of war. Our conflict may be their economic opportunity. In a world dominated by geopolitical competition, the true winners of war are not those who gain territory, but those who sell the most weapons and who keep conflicts unresolved so that the arms market remains sustainably alive. Some global powers do not view our coexistence as ideal. Rather, they believe if we fight, they have more to sell. Fighter jets, tanks, artillery, and radar systems, all exorbitantly priced and heavily reliant on imports. Global arms manufacturers do not develop advanced technologies out of a desire for peace, but because they understand that conflict is their golden opportunity. If our two countries resort to force, even slightly, it will instantly drive up military spending. And that is exactly what they're waiting for. Border disputes, a reality with existing agreements, although the Thai-Cambodian border has had disputes in the past. Today, we already have bilateral agreements, legal documents, and protocols that can be used as guiding frameworks. Many areas have already been settled at the field operation level. Reopening these disputes based on emotions or domestic political pressure will not be beneficial and could severely damage long-term bilateral relations. A few square kilometers of land are not worth the lives of our people or the billions of baht that will be needed for defense or war. The solution should not lie in military action, but in strengthening cooperation in these areas. If conflict breaks out, the result will be loss, not victory. Once dialogue is replaced by gunfire, loss becomes inevitable. Soldiers' lives, children of ordinary citizens, are sacrificed, border properties destroyed, fear grips civilians, economies are paralyzed. Every baht spent on weapons to win is essentially money thrown away to foreign arms companies. And when war drags on, these costs will only escalate. In the end, regardless of who seems to gain or lose, one thing is certain: we both lose, because we must coexist in the end. Don't fall for the war trap of the arms industry. The arms business isn't merely about national defense. It is one of the largest and most influential global industries, embedded in a web that includes governments, shadow states, corporate giants, investors, and even international political power brokers. All of these actors move behind the scenes of conflict because war is their core product. This industry is highly complex, with planning that spans years, and dedicated divisions for marketing, R&D, procurement, legal lobbying, and image building as protectors of global security, while their only real goal is to increase sales year over year. Their core strategy? Keep the conflict alive. You might think that in the event of war, everyone would rush to end it, but the truth is the opposite. The longer the war, the more they sell. The more fear, the more weapons are bought. The more mistrust among neighbors, the more deals are made. Top arms companies don't just sell, they influence international affairs, supporting one side just enough to keep fighting, but not enough to win, ensuring conflict continues and can be resupplied. This is not a normal market. It's a systemic trap. Once a nation gets entangled, it is compelled to keep buying to avoid falling behind militarily, while neighbors are lured into the same loop. The more you fear, the more you pay. Whenever tension arises, rumors of military buildups, border drills, or revived historical disputes, that is when arms companies appear as helpers, offering cutting-edge defense tech, force enhancements, and military upgrades at sky-high prices under the label of national security. They won't talk about peace. They'll talk about threats. They won't promote coexistence. They'll advocate military capability upgrades. They won't be here to negotiate. They'll be here to send quotations. Once deceived, we face enormous costs, not just for weapons, but also for maintenance fees, training expenses, proprietary spare parts, and most dangerously, opportunity costs, money that should have gone to national development instead. Conflict is the advertisement. Weapons are the product, peace is the enemy. If we resolve our border disputes, stop making emotionally driven political decisions, and abandon fear and mistrust, the arms business loses its market. That's why some nations never genuinely promote peace. And if our two countries, Thailand and Cambodia, turn our backs on conflict and instead face each other with collaboration, the arms industry's profits will drop immediately. And that is what they fear most. The war trap turns us into lifelong customers. Understanding this trap is vital. If we respond to every conflict by placing new orders for weapons, we will be stuck in an endless cycle, allocating massive national budgets just to prepare for war, with zero investment in improving people's lives. Let us be wise. Let us choose peace, not for their profit, but for our people. Summary: if we don't fight, they can't sell. They manufacture weapons to make people fight. They develop radar systems to make us fear each other. They create innovations to make us feel inferior and hurry to buy. They promote threats because fear is the best advertisement. Don't fall for their game. Don't trade the future of our children for a so-called military balance that will never truly exist, because they are not here to stop conflict, but to create it, so they can sell us what we should never have needed in the first place. Don't fall into the war trap set by the arms industry. The arms trade isn't just about national security. It's a global business on par with energy, technology, and oil. It has marketing strategies, transnational investment networks, political lobbyists, advertising budgets, and most critically, a target market, international conflict and human threats. They don't want to see nations love each other because peace costs them profits. When border issues or tensions between nations or even between neighbors and brothers arise, the first to arrive isn't a negotiator, but an arms deal with countless offers, direct sales, leasing, or even free weapons. And that leads us to the heart of the second point. Free, but at a cost. Take it first, pay later. Just use our systems. We'll train your personnel for free. We'll establish a military base to help secure you. These so-called offers of friendship hide high-level strategies with clear goals, market monopoly and military strategic dominance over the target country. What seems free is in fact a semi-colonial military trap. Once you begin using their weapons and systems, you'll eventually need to buy spare parts from them, buy ammunition from them, use their software and communication systems, train your troops with their instructors, join military exercises with them to receive certification. Eventually, you won't be able to switch to other suppliers. As the systems are incompatible, you'll become their permanent customer. Layered traps, fear and dependency. Once you use weapons from a superpower and face conflict with another country, you'll feel the need to rely on them for intelligence, tech upgrades, and reinforcements. This is how they build false alliances, not from trust, but from fear and obligation. They offer things for free to create dependency. They train your troops to shape your mindset. They conduct drills with you to surveil you. They store their weapons with you to assert influence. They give for free today, so you pay for life. The most dangerous turning point is when your country starts allocating more budget to security than education, public health, or basic economic development, because it believes security comes from weapons rather than from regional cooperation and solidarity. That's the day your nation ceases to be truly independent. Final summary: stop fighting. Stop buying weapons. Stop being a victim. If we don't fight, they can't sell weapons. If we don't fear each other, they lose their market. If we develop our borderlands together, they lose their excuse. If we look past the past and build a shared future, they'll never control us. Warning, don't fall for the word free, because what is given for free is sometimes the very thing that destroys your freedom the most. And if we fall into the trap of war today, tomorrow we will never have the budget for development, never regain a peaceful life. The solution is cooperation, development instead of conflict, rather than spending the budget on cannons, tanks, or fighter jets. Let's come together to figure out how that money can be used to develop the border areas so that people from both countries benefit, such as establishing a joint economic zone, improving roads and infrastructure, building schools and hospitals, promoting cross-border trade, developing shared tourism and cultural heritage, because we have already lived together on this land, and we must continue to live together. Change the mindset, stop buying weapons, start investing in wisdom. The billions spent on weapons, often with only a few years of use, should be redirected into investments in education, innovation, technology, and knowledge that can be developed into economic goods and services. Both our countries possess unique local wisdom, rich natural resources, and hard-working people. We should use these strengths to produce what we excel in and export to the world instead of letting money flow out through bullets fired at each other. Final warning. Don't be deceived. Don't play into their hands. There's nothing to gain. If we fight over something that can be resolved through dialogue, we may lose everything. Lives, friendships, shared history, and long-term economic opportunities. Most importantly, we can never bring back lost lives. And no superpower will give them back to us. A proposal for peace. Initiate serious negotiations based on mutual respect. Cease the deployment of additional troops in high-risk areas. Invite ASEAN or a neutral organization to act as witness. Develop a joint border area development plan with public participation. Launch public campaigns in both countries to promote opportunity over fear. Missiles may fly fast, but words spoken with mindfulness travel even farther. For Cambodia, for Thailand, for the region we love together.
Gran rùm lực đo Campuchia nâng Thái cùng tranh bọc ẩm nai chmui ảo vốt cùng chuôn đô san tế phiếp đầm bây chùm nuôi sẵn kriều. Chùm lú rồi bỏ dương ai chia ở các xe tự kết rồi bỏ quạt. Công ty chấp sẵn kriêm đời khuôn anh chấp đời ẩm nai thông nâng achip chùm ân ayut thoa này achivakam yut sa. Chỉ ca chấp đam nâng trong kroi này ca tổ su rồi bỏ dương bánh ha rồi bỏ dương ai khai tự chia ở các xe tự kết riêng rồi hốt rồi bỏ phụ cả. នៅក្នុងពិភពលោកដែលពោពេញដោយការប្រកួតប្រជែងធាងទិដ្ឋភាពវិស័យចក្រភពសង្កាមមិនមែនជាអ្នកឈ្នះដោយការយកទីតាំងទេតែកាលណាអ្នកលក់អាវុធបានច្រើនជាងគេនិងថែរក្សាសង្គ្រាមឲ្យមិនបញ្ចប់ដើម្បីរក្សាមួយទីផ្សារអាវុធស្ថិតចុះស្ថិតក្នុងស្ថានភាពចាស់ប្រទេសអំណាចខ្លះមិនមើលថាសម្របរួមគ្នាសម្រាប់សុភមង្គលទេប៉ុន្តែមើលថាប្រសិនបើយើងប្រទេសទំៀងឡាយនឹងតែសម្ដែងអ្នកនឹងមានផលផលិតកម្មច្រើនឡើងពីយានយន្តយុទ្ធឡានរ៉ាឌីងមើលការបាញ់ចង្កេះនិងប្រព័ន្ធរ៉ាឌីយ៉ូទាំងអស់នេះមានតម្លៃខ្ពស់និងត្រូវការនាំចូលអាជីវកម្មអាវុធសកលមិនបានបន្តបឋមបច្ចេកវិទ្យាថែមទៀតដោយសារចង់ឲ្យពិភពលោកអនុវត្តដោយសុខសាន្តប៉ុន្តែព្រោះវាជាឱកាសសេដ្ឋកិច្ចរបស់ពួកគេប្រសិនបើប្រទេសពីររបស់យើងចាប់ផ្ដើមប្រើកម្លាំងមួយតូចមួយចំនួនវានឹងធ្វើឲ្យការចាយចំណាយយួនសេនាប្រហែលឡើងភ្លាមហើយវាជាអ្វីដែលគេចាំបាច់រងចាំវិវាទប្រទេសភីគីចង្ងីយៈពិតមានកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងសុទ្ធសាធតំបន់ជំងីថៃកម្ពុជា3កន្លែងរៀងរហូតមានវិវាទតែក្នុងផ្អាកចូលពេលនេះមានកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងលោករួមឯកសារផ្សេងនិងវិធានការផ្លូវច្បាប់ដែលអាចប្រើបានមិនចាំបាច់ចាប់ផ្ដើមវិវាទឡើងវិញដោយប្រើអារម្មណ៍ឬសម្ពាធក្នុងប្រទេសទេតែត្រូវតែនៅតែមានការយកចិត្តទុកដឹកនាំដោយកម្ដៅសម្ពាធក្នុងប្រទេសអាចបង្កឲ្យផ្ទុះវិវាទនោះវិញទៅមកហើយ Binomial Problems and Disputes តំបន់តូចមួយមិនគួរតែអនុវត្តសម្រាប់ជីវិតប្រជាជននិងថវិកាច្រើនលានទៅលោកម៉ាស៊ីនសម័យសមាជិកប្រទេសទាំងនេះមិនគួរធ្វើសាមញ្ញប្រើកម្លាំងប៉ុន្តែត្រូវសម្របក្នុងតំបន់បោះឆ្នោតផងដើម្បីកែលម្អទំនាក់ទំនងប្រសិនបើប្រទេសភូមិមានការរំលងដោយសារអារម្មណ៍ឬសម្ពាធក្នុងប្រទេសបណ្ដាលឲ្យការសង្កម្មកើតឡើងភាពខូចខាតផងត្រូវចំណាយបណ្ដាលលើការពីព្រៀងធ្វាក់ទំនងខាងប្រទេសចំនួន3ប៉ុន្មានផងដើម្បីជៀសវាងការបាត់បង់សម្បត្តិនិងសុវត្ថិភាពជាតិសាសន៍សរុបមិនថានៅពណ៌ណាអ្នកណាឈ្នះឬអ្នកណាបរាជ័យទាំងអស់គ្នាបានប៉ុន្តែតែងតែយើងរួមនេះបរាជ័យពីព្រោះយើងត្រូវរស់នៅក្នុងសហគមន៍មួយអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាគំទីចាប់សង្គ្រាមក៏ដាក់ពង្រែងឆ្នាំពាណិជ្ជកម្មអាវុធអាជីវកម្មអាវុធមិនមែនគ្រាន់តែជាការផលិតផលសម្រាប់សន្តិភាពប្រទេសជាតិទេប៉ុន្តែវាជាឧស្សាហកម្មធំបំផុតមួយលើពិភពលោកវាជាប្រព័ន្ធសេដ្ឋកិច្ចអន្តរជាតិមានបណ្ដាញអាជ្ញាធររដ្ឋាភិបាលក្រោមដៃគូស្តង់ដារអាជ្ញាធរវិនិយោគនិងប្រព័ន្ធផ្នែកប៉ារ៉េមីងដែលសមាជិកទាំងអស់នេះក្នុងវិវាទមួយព្រោះសង្កាមគឺជាសម្លៀកបំរបស់ពួកគេអាជីវកម្មនេះមានសមត្ថភាពខ្ពស់ឆ្លាតវាសកម្មផែនការឡើងវិញមួយច្រើនឆ្នាំមានអ្នកផ្ដល់ទីផ្សារអ្នកស្រាវជ្រាវអ្នកថែទាំប្រព័ន្ធរៀបចំទិញចែកចាយអ្នកចាប់អារម្មណ៍ច្បាប់និងអ្នកវិតម្លៃគូការពីពិភពលោកទាំងនេះមានការរំរាយថែមទាំងត្រង់ទៅរកចំណុចតែមួយគឺលក់និងកំណែងរាយយុទ្ធសាស្ត្រសំខាន់របស់ពួកគេគឺរក្សាការបេះដូងឲ្យអស់សកលក៏អ្នកអាចមានការយល់ច្រឡំថាប្រសិនបើមានសង្គ្រាមមួយកើតឡើងវិញគ្រប់គ្នានឹងរហ័សស្វែងរកវិធីបញ្ចប់ដោយសារពុំចង់ទទួលខុសត្រូវឬស្ថិរភាពតែការពិតត្រូវតែដូច្នេះសង្គ្រាមនៅបន្តយូរឡើងវាគួរតែធ្វើឲ្យអាជីវកម្មចាំបាច់លក់ច្រើនឡើងប្រទេសដែលមានការភ័យខ្លាចកាន់តែច្រើននោះគឺត្រូវសំណើប្រភេទអាវុធបន្ថែមឬដូច្នេះអ្នកដឹងថាក្រុមការងារហាត់អាជីវកម្មនិងវិស័យសេដ្ឋកិច្ចអាចគ្រប់គ្រងឲ្យវិវាទបន្តដំណើរការតាមស្ថានភាពនេះយ៉ាងហោចណាស់ពួកគេបន្តកម្ដៅនិងតាំងចុះឲ្យពួកគេជាចំណូលចិត្តសេដ្ឋកិច្ចអាវុធធំបំផុតពិភពលោកមិនមែនធ្វើឲ្យសັບសង្កម្មឲ្យសុភមង្គលទេនោះគឺព្រោះវាជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចខ្ពង់ខ្ពស់ក៏ដ៏ធំបំផុតសម្ដែងដោយសមាជិកជាច្រើនទទួលខុសត្រូវពួកគេលែងតែកំឡុងពេលចាប់ផ្ដើមឲ្យសង្គ្រាមចាប់ឡើងនិងទទួលយកអតិថិជននៅការលុបចោលនៅប្រទេសដែលបានធ្វើជាមិត្តខ្លាំងខ្លួនវាផងពួកគេចង់រកចំណេញពីការចាប់សង្គ្រាមនិងចង់ឲ្យវិវាទមានអាយុយ៉ាងយូរដែលគឺជាការលួចលាក់យ៉ាងដឹកនាំដោយផ្ដល់ឲ្យអាជីវកម្មអាវុធមានពន្លឺដង្ហើមខ្លាំងជាងមុនពួកគេមិនចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសសន្តិភាពនិងមានសមិទ្ធផលមើលឃើញទេព្រោះវាជាគ្រាប់ដុតច័ន្ទដែលមិនអាចផ្លាស់ទីចេញបានហើយពួកគេខ្លែងថាវាសង្គ្រាមជាកិច្ចខុសវិស័យដ៏ធំបំផុតរបស់ពួកគេទាំងអស់នេះកំពុងដេកការទទួលខុសត្រូវខ្លះគឺជាការបង្ហោះមុខបូជាក្នុងការហៅថាគឺជាបដៃគូដោយសេរីគឺនឹងចម្បងឲ្យសង្គ្រាមយ៉ាងតិចបំផុតដែលឲ្យប្រទេសគ្នាសង្ឃឹមថាខ្លះថាអាចវិហារអ្នកផ្ញើចុងក្រោយប្រសិនបើបង្រៀនសមាជិកអ្នកទាំងអស់ពីការវាយប្រហារចម្រៀងអតិបរមាជាច្រើននឹងបានស្រស់ស្អាតការប្រើបន្លិចគឺជាអ្វីដែលចាប់ផ្ដើមការនឹងចាបៃប៉ុន្តែក៏មានភាគច្រើនដែលកំពុងលួចមានការណាស់ក្រោមចំណងឈ្មោះនិងជាភាពមិនចម្រូងចម្រាសព្រោះវាមិនគួរឲ្យសង្ស័យថាអាជីវកម្មអាវុធតែងតែស័ក្តិសមក្នុងការរក្សាសន្តិភាពពីព្រោះវាជាការជំនួញដែលហៅថាការរីកចម្រើនរបស់សង្គមពួកគេគឺរួមចំណែកជំរុញនឹងសេដ្ឋកិច្ចពិភពលោកនិងលោកយាឡៃមានឥទ្ធិខ្លាំងពេញមូលក្នុងផែនការភ្ជាប់ប្រព័ន្ធរូបពួកគេមានប្រព័ន្ធដែលកាន់តែច្រើនពេញពិភពលោកនិងមានក្រុមអ្នកជំនាញផ្ទះលំហែនិងពាណិជ្ជកម្មផងដែរសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃពួកគេមិនចង់ឃើញប្រទេសណាមួយសាមញ្ញរួមគ្នាសម្រាប់សុភមង្គលទេព្រោះសន្តិភាពវាធ្វើឲ្យខកចិត្តចំពោះប្រាក់ចំណេញផងដែរពួកគេចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសទាំងអស់មិនចង់ទៅជាឧបសគ្គនិងសង្ឃឹមថានឹងក៏ផ្លាស់ខ្លួនចេញពីវិស័យផ្នែកសន្តិភាពបដូរយោងតាមការចំណាយដើមដោយក្រុមហ៊ុនចម្លងទំនាក់ទំនងទៅវិស័យក្នុងសហគមន៍និងអភិវឌ្ឍចិញ្ចើមសេដ្ឋកិច្ចដូចជាបង្កើតតំបន់សេដ្ឋកិច្ចរួមអភិវឌ្ឍផ្លូវនិងសេដ្ឋកិច្ចមូលដ្ឋានបង្កើតសាលារៀននិងគ្លីនិកដឹកនាំអាជីវកម្មអចលនទ្រព្យព្រំដែនលើកស្ទួយការប្រាស់ពាណិជ្ជកម្មរំញោចនិងវប្បធម៌រួមដោយសារព្រំដែននោះយើងអាចរស់នៅក្នុងដែនដីគ្នាហើយត្រូវរស់នៅក្នុងចំណងពាក់ព័ន្ធវិញដែរផ្លាស់គំនិតបញ្ចប់ការធ្វេសប្រាក់តែបដូរការលក់ចេះដឹងបច្ចេកវិទ្យាប្រាក់ចំណាយរាប់ពាន់លានក្នុងការចំណាយពីអាវុធសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃប្រហែលជាមួយការចែកអានអ្នកឆាប់និងរហ័សជាប្រព្រឹត្តកម្មវាផ្ដល់ឲ្យការវិនិយោគលើការសិក្សាបច្ចេកវិទ្យា និងចំណេះដឹងដែលអាចប្រើទៅក្នុងផលិតផលនិងសេវាកម្មផ្នែកសេដ្ឋកិច្ចយើងទាំងពីរទេមានប្រាជ្ញាអន្តរជាតិនានាទ្រព្យធម្មជាតិច្រើនហើយមានប្រពៃណីការងារប្រឹងប្រែងខ្ពស់តើយើងគួរប្រើប្រពៃណីទេសនេះក្នុងការចេញទៅលើទីផ្សារពិភពលោកមិនមែនចាក់ចេញផ្សេងទេកុំខ្លាចមកទទួលវិចារណានៃចំពោះភាពជោគជ័យអាវុធដោយសារពន្ធលើចំណាយការដ្ឋានវាអាចសម្រួលសម្រាប់ការរីកចម្រើនប្រទេសនិងជំនាញវិនិយោគផ្សេងវាជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចខ្ពស់និងជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចហាងម៉ាក់មួយសម្រាប់ទំនាក់ទំនងពិភពលោកនិងតំណាងសមាជិកធំបំផុតក្នុងទីផ្សារអាវុធប្រព័ន្ធអាវុធមិនធ្វើឲ្យសប្បាយសុខផុតទេពីព្រោះវាជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចធំធេងហើយព្យួររងចិត្តជាមួយនឹងការវិនិយោគធំមួយហើយដាក់ទម្រង់សេដ្ឋកិច្ចសំខាន់គ្នាពួកគេចង់ចាប់សង្កាមហើយចង់រមែងចម្រាញ់សេដ្ឋកិច្ចធម្មតានេះមិនមែនជាការបណ្តែតជាគម្រោងចម្លែកឬរកចេញពីន័យដូចម្ដេចទេពួកគេមិនចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសសុខសាន្តនិងមានជំរុញមកពីការចាប់សង្កាមភីគីនោះទេព្រោះវាជាកញ្ចក់ក្តៅដែលមិនអាចខូចខាតបានហើយពួកគេចែងសរសេរថាលើសង្កាមគឺជាវិស័យចក្ខុវិស័យពួកគេហ្វឹកហ្វឺនសុទ្ធអាវុធនិងជំរុញសេដ្ឋកិច្ចក្នុងលទ្ធផលផ្នែកសម្បត្តិនិងពាណិជ្ជកម្មមួយរយៈហើយនៅក្នុងគម្រោងនេះវិញឯងសំខាន់ណាស់ដែលត្រូវមានការចងចាំសម្រាប់រៀងរាល់ថ្ងៃពិតប្រាកដហើយថាបើប្រទេសរបស់យើងនៅឯមុខទាំងអស់មកវិញខ្លួនឯងបានចូលរួមចំណេញនៅលើការវាយប្រហារបន្តការហាក់ហើយនឹងវិជ្ជាជីវៈជាច្រើនសុខស្រួលសម្រាប់ការប្រើបន្លិចគឺតែម្ដងតែតាមរយៈការសាកសួររួមគ្នានេះអាចគ្រប់គ្រងផលប៉ះពាល់ក្នុងការរីកចម្រើនប្រទេសប្រចាំឆ្នាំស្ថានភាពនេះសំខាន់ណាស់ប៉ុន្តែការរើសអើងគឺជាអ្វីដែលចាប់ផ្ដើមពួកគេមិនចង់ឲ្យអ្នកប្រទេសនៅសុខសាន្តនិងមានសមិទ្ធផលបានទេពីព្រោះវាជាកញ្ចក់ពន្លឺធំមួយពួកគេមានបំណងចង់ឆ្លែងច្បែងស្ងាត់ហើយចង់ធ្វើឲ្យការចាប់សង្កាមកាន់តែមានមោទនភាពពួកគេចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសប្រាប់សំណួររក្សានយោបាយនិងសម្របអាជីវកម្មរបស់ខ្លួនឲ្យល្អពួកគេមិនចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសផ្ដេកនៅក្នុងសម្ភមិត្តភាពនោះទេពីព្រោះវាជាដំណាក់ចុងពួកគេមិនចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសនៅស្ងាំងហើយមិនចង់ឲ្យមានសន្តិភាពពួកគេសង្កេតបំពានចំពោះសន្តិភាពជារឿងមិនស្ងប់ស្ងាត់នោះទេព្រះខ្លះវាតម្លៃថាវុធសង្កាមគឺជាគោលនយោបាយធំបំផុតហើយគេហៅថាវុធសម្លៀកបំពាក់ប្រយុទ្ធនិងគឺផលិតផលដ៏ធំបំផុតអ្នកគាំទ្រសង្គ្រាមចង់រកចំណេញនិងចង់ឲ្យវិវាទនៅតែដំណើរការវង្វេងខ្លាំងសោះថាប្រទេសអ៊ុយហ៊ូតសម្រួលសម្រាប់ការទូតភ្ជាប់ងាយនិងការចាប់ផ្ដើមស្ថាបនាភាពដំណើររបស់ពួកគេឲ្យបានរឹងមាំហើយពួកគេមិនត្រូវការព្រះរាជាណាចក្រពេជ្រពីព្រោះដំណឹងវាសរហឹងសម្ព័ន្ធកិច្ចនេះគួរត្រូវប្រើប្រាស់ឡើងវិញជាការផ្គំផ្គង់ឬក៏កម្រងផ្លូវក្នុងការរៀបចំជួរពាក់ព័ន្ធជុំវិញអាជីពនិងសេដ្ឋកិច្ចការប្រើប្រាស់ប្រព័ន្ធផែក្នុងគ្រប់តំបន់សេលឧបត្ថម្ភឲ្យពួកគេបន្តសង្កាមតាមស្ថានភាពនេះនៅពេលនេះអ្នកមានប្រសិទ្ធភាពបន្ថែមក្នុងការជួបប្រទះជាមួយការចាប់សង្រាមពីព្រោះវាជាធម្មតារៀងរាល់ថ្ងៃហើយវាជាអ្វីដែលអ្នកគាំទ្រមិនចង់ដឹងចំណុចដែលផ្ដួលលក់គឺគូរងរាលគ្នានឹងត្រូវចាប់ផ្ដើមដោយសារពុបសង្កាមទីផ្សារនិងការចាប់សង្កាមទំនាក់ទំនងខាងសង្គមទាំងនៅក្នុងជម្រើសស្រុកគួរតែទទួលបានពេលវេលាឆាប់រហ័សនិងអាចពង្រឹងក្នុងការស្រាវជ្រាវវាជាការបង្កើនសេដ្ឋកិច្ចភូមិវិស័យនិងជំរុញនឹងការសហអាជីពក្នុងកម្រិតសកលពួកគេចង់ចាប់ផ្ដើមការវាយប្រហាររៀងរាល់ថ្ងៃប្រើក៏ដោយប្រាក់ចំណេញដ៏ធំមួយឬក៏ការចាប់ឱកាសនៅក្នុងប្រទេសដទៃក្រៅពីនេះអាជីវកម្មពណ៌ថ្មើរក្រុមហ៊ុនអាវុធការធ្វើឲ្យយើងសុខសាន្តនិងសង្កេតប្រទេសទាំងអស់ថាជាសង្កាមពួកគេចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសមួយឡើងជាកន្លែងការប្រើគ្រឿងសមត្ថភាពប្រជាជនជាកន្លងច្រកការជំរុញតាមបណ្ដាញឆ្លងខ្សែរាជព្រំដែនប្រព្រឹត្តការហាត់ពិធីរួមលើកស្ទួយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនិងវប្បធម៌រួមព្រំដែនអាចជាផ្លូវឲ្យរស់នៅគ្នាហើយជាការអនុវត្តផ្លូវចិត្តសហប្រទេសទៅមុខផ្លាស់គំនិតបញ្ចប់ការរកចំណេញពីសង្កាមនិងផ្លាស់ទីជាអ្នកជំនាញឬបើកយកចេញដំណើរការជាឧស្សាហកម្មជំនួញចំណាយពាន់លានទៅលើអាវុធគួរតែប្រែក្លាយទៅនឹងការវិនិយោគក្នុងការសិក្សាជំនួយនិងចូលរួមក្នុងវិស័យបច្ចេកវិទ្យានិងចំណេះដឹងដែលអាចបង្កើតផលិតផលនិងសេវាកម្មសេដ្ឋកិច្ចយើងទាំងពីរទេសមានប្រាជ្ញាសប្បាយរីករាយនិងធនធានធម្មជាតិនិងប្រទេសក្តីហ៊ានប៉ុន្តែគួរបង្រៀនចេញវិស័យទំនាក់ទំនងពីការរីកចម្រើនក្នុងពិភពលោកមិនត្រូវភ័យវាយប្រហារនៅលើអាវុធទេព្រោះវាជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចធំធេងហើយសុហេតុស្ដាប់លើការវិនិយោគធំបំពេញក្នុងពេលវេលាមិនមែនតែយោងតាមចំណាយសម្រាប់អាវុធទេប៉ុន្តែត្រូវប្រើប្រាស់ក្នុងការវិនិយោគលើការសិក្សាបច្ចេកវិទ្យានិងចំណេះដឹង จำนายเศรษฐกิจทมบ่มพดពិភពលោកគឺតែលែងមើលទៅលើការជួយជីវិតសុខសាន្តថែមទៀតព្រោះវាជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចដ៏ធំធេងដោយសមាជិកជាច្រើននិយមទទួលខុសត្រូវពួកគេសង្ឃឹមថាវានឹងនាំឲ្យរៀងរហូតសម្រាប់ការទទួលខុសត្រូវការខ្យល់រ៉ាំរ៉ៃនិងចាប់សង្កាមផងដែរពួកគេមិនចង់ឲ្យប្រទេសនិងសេដ្ឋកិច្ចរួមគ្នាឬសាច់ភ្លុកជារស្មីសង្ឃឹមឡើយព្រោះដំឡើងឲ្យបានជាជីវិតល្អឥតខ្ចោះក្នុងសង្គមគ្រប់ធាតុមិនត្រូវទេពួកគេចង់មុនប្រទេសរៀងខ្លួនចង់បញ្ចេញចូលនិងចង់ដាក់ទំនាក់ទំនងឲ្យហ៊ានល្អប្រសើរឡើងដូចជាបង្កើតតំបន់សេដ្ឋកិច្ចរួមសម្ភពផ្លូវនិងសេដ្ឋកិច្ចមូលដ្ឋានបង្កើតសាលារៀននិងសួនសុខាភិបាលចិញ្ចៀននេសាទជំរុងព្រំដែនអាចជួយលើកទឹកចិត្តការជួញដូរនិងវប្បធម៌រួមព្រំដែនគឺជាដែនព្រំដែនដែលយើងរួមរស់និងរៀនសូត្រជាមួយគ្នាបន្តទៅផ្លាស់ការចងចាំបិទផ្លូវចិត្តការចាប់សង្កាមនិងព្យាយាមផ្លាស់ក្តីសង្ឃឹមខ្យល់កាន់តែប្រសើរប្រសិនបើការចាប់សង្កៀមផ្អែកសុទ្ធតែលើការចំណាយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចក្រៅប្រទេសនិងក្រុមហ៊ុនពាណិជ្ជកម្មវាអាចនឹងទៅសមរម្យថាបង្ករាជភាពថែមទៀតវាជាប្រព័ន្ធដែលត្រូវចងចាំចម្បងហើយណាការចាប់សង្កៀមមិនមែនជាសន្តិភាពឡើយព្រោះវាជាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចឬសំណុំបែបបត់ធំបំផុតហើយពិតជាភាពជឿចាប់ក្នុងការចាប់វាប្រទេសខ្លះមើលទៅថាចាប់សង្គ្រាមគឺជាវិស័យធំបំផុតក៏ដូចជាពួកគេយល់ថាការបណ្ដោះបណ្ដាលសង្គ្រាមមានអាគារធំហើយពួកគេកំពុងស្លាប់ខ្លួនទៀតវិញឯករាជ្យភាពរបស់ប្រទេសអាចផ្អែកដោយធ្វើឲ្យថែមទៀតក្នុងចំណោមភាពជាសេរីភាពនៃរស័ព្ទថ្ងៃការពិតប្រាកដគឺត្រូវមានសាមញ្ញនៅលើមុខកុំចង់ក្លាយជាមហាក្នុងការផ្ដាស់សង្កៀមចុងក្រោយគុំមានការប្រែប្រួលវិចារណាឬចេញផ្លូវពីគម្រោងនេះទេព្រោះវាជាវិស័យមួយដែលពិតជាឃ្លាំងសមត្ថភាពប្រសើរមេដឹកនាំយ៉ាងខ្លាំងសូមចងចាំថាលើសង្គ្រាមគឺជាឯកសិទ្ធិរបស់ពួកគេសង្គ្រាមខ្លាំងអាចប៉ះពាល់ដល់សាមញ្ញភាពយើងមិនចង់ឲ្យសម្រាប់ចៅបញ្ចុះរស់នៅក្នុងគំនិតមិនចង់ឲ្យនៅលើផ្ទៃសង្គមទេដើម្បីទទួលបានជោគជ័យនៅពេលនេះមានតែយើងខ្លួនឯងដែលឲ្យខ្លួនឯងច្បាស់ថានេះគឺជាសង្គ្រាមដ៏ធំបំផុតសារសន្និធិ 1. បើកទផលពិបាកវិតម្លៃដែលមានទំនាក់ទំនងដោយការសារក្តីស្នេហ៍របស់គ្នា 2. បញ្ចប់ការមានចំណងមួយម្រាំងដល់ភាគីយុទ្ធសាស្ត្រ 3. អញ្ជើញអង្គការអាស៊ានឬអង្គការចម្លងគ្នាឲ្យកាន់តែសន្តិភាពជូន 4. រៀបចំផែនការអភិវឌ្ឍតំបន់ទាំងសហប្រទេសដែលទើបអនុវត្តដោយប្រជាជន 5. ដោះស្រាយចេញពីពាណិជ្ជកម្មជំរុងម្ហូបរបស់ប្រទេសទាំងពីរដោយមានការចូលរួមពីប្រជាជនគ្នាឯកទេសអាវុធអាចជាយឺតប្រៀបដូចជាការពាក្យផ្សេងទៀតប៉ុន្តែនៅឆ្នៃចិត្តរបស់មនុស្សជាខ្ពស់ជាងការនិយាយអ្វីទេ
คำเตือนสติถึงกัมพูชาและไทยอย่าหลงกลมหาอำนาจผู้ค้าอาวุธอย่าแลกสันติภาพกับธุรกิจสงครามความขัดแย้งของเราอาจเป็นโอกาสทางเศรษฐกิจของเขาในโลกที่เต็มไปด้วยการแข่งขันด้านภูมิรัฐศาสตร์ผู้ชนะที่แท้จริงในสงครามไม่ใช่ผู้ที่ยึดพื้นที่มาได้แต่คือผู้ที่ขายอาวุธได้มากที่สุดและยังคงรักษาความขัดแย้งให้ไม่จบเพื่อให้ตลาดอาวุธคงอยู่ต่อไปอย่างยั่งยืนประเทศมหาอำนาจบางประเทศไม่ได้มองว่าเราควรอยู่ร่วมกันอย่างสันติแต่กลับมองว่าหากเราทะเลาะกันเขาจะมีสินค้าให้ขายมากขึ้นทั้งเครื่องบินรบรถถังปืนใหญ่และระบบเรดาร์ที่ล้วนมีราคาสูงลิ่วและต้องพึ่งพาการนำเข้าผู้ผลิตอาวุธระดับโลกไม่ได้หยุดพัฒนาเทคโนโลยีเพราะหวังให้โลกสงบแต่พัฒนาเพราะรู้ดีว่าความขัดแย้งคือโอกาสทองของเขาหากเราสองประเทศเริ่มใช้กำลังกันแม้เพียงเล็กน้อยมันจะกระตุ้นการใช้จ่ายทางทหารเพิ่มขึ้นทันทีและนั่นคือสิ่งที่พวกเขารออยู่ข้อพิพาทชายแดนความจริงที่มีข้อตกลงอยู่แล้วพื้นที่ชายแดนไทยกัมพูชาแม้จะเคยมีข้อพิพาทในอดีตแต่ปัจจุบันก็มีข้อตกลงทวิภาคีเอกสารและแนวปฏิบัติทางกฎหมายที่สามารถนำมาใช้เป็นแนวทางได้หลายพื้นที่ได้ตกลงกันมาแล้วในระดับเจ้าหน้าที่ภาคสนามการนำข้อพิพาทเหล่านั้นกลับมาเปิดอีกครั้งด้วยอารมณ์หรือแรงกดดันภายในประเทศ ย่อมไม่ก่อให้เกิดประโยชน์ และอาจทำลายความสัมพันธ์ระหว่างประเทศในระยะยาว พื้นที่เล็กๆไม่กี่ตารางกิโลเมตรไม่คุ้มกับชีวิตของประชาชนและงบประมาณหลายพันล้านบาทที่จะต้องใช้ในการป้องกันหรือทำสงครามหากเกิดขึ้นจริงทางออกไม่ควรอยู่ที่การใช้กำลังแต่คือการเสริมสร้างความร่วมมือในพื้นที่เหล่านั้นต่างหากถ้าปะทะกันจริงผลลัพธ์คือความสูญเสียไม่ใช่ชัยชนะเมื่อใดที่การเจรจาถูกแทนที่ด้วยเสียงปืนความสูญเสียย่อมตามมาอย่างหลีกเลี่ยงไม่ได้ทั้งชีวิตของทหารที่เป็นลูกหลานของประชาชนผู้บริสุทธิ์ทรัพย์สินตามแนวชายแดนความกลัวของประชาชนและเศรษฐกิจที่ชะงักงันทุกบาททุกสตางค์ที่ใช้ซื้ออาวุธเพื่อเอาชนะกันคือการโยนเงินทิ้งให้กับบริษัทอาวุธในต่างประเทศและเมื่อสงครามยืดเยื้องบประมาณเหล่านี้จะพอกพูนขึ้นเรื่อยๆสุดท้ายไม่ว่าฝ่ายใดจะได้เปรียบหรือเสียเปรียบสิ่งที่แน่นอนคือเราทั้งคู่แพ้เพราะเราต่างก็ต้องอยู่ร่วมกันอยู่ดีอย่าหลงกลกับดักสงครามของธุรกิจอาวุธธุรกิจอาวุธไม่ใช่แค่การผลิตสินค้าเพื่อความมั่นคงของชาติแต่มันคือหนึ่งในอุตสาหกรรมที่ใหญ่ที่สุดและทรงอิทธิพลที่สุดของโลกเป็นระบบเศรษฐกิจระดับโลกที่มีเครือข่ายเชื่อมโยงทั้งภาครัฐรัฐบาลเงาบริษัทยักษ์ใหญ่นักลงทุนและแม้แต่กลุ่มผลประโยชน์ที่อยู่เบื้องหลังการเมืองระหว่างประเทศทั้งหมดนี้เคลื่อนไหวอยู่เบื้องหลังความขัดแย้งเพราะสงครามคือสินค้าหลักของพวกเขาธุรกิจนี้มีความซับซ้อนสูงมีการวางแผนล่วงหน้าเป็นปีมีฝ่ายการตลาดฝ่ายวิจัยพัฒนาฝ่ายจัดซื้อจัดจ้างฝ่ายล็อบบี้กฎหมายและฝ่ายสร้างภาพลักษณ์ผู้ปกป้องความมั่นคงโลกทั้งที่เบื้องหลังคือความต้องการเพียงสิ่งเดียวยอดขายที่เพิ่มขึ้นในทุกๆปีกลยุทธ์หลักของพวกเขาคือการรักษาความขัดแย้งให้คงอยู่คุณอาจเข้าใจผิดว่าหากเกิดสงครามขึ้นจริงๆแล้วทุกคนจะรีบช่วยหาทางยุติมันแต่ความเป็นจริงตรงกันข้ามยิ่งสงครามนานยิ่งขายได้มากยิ่งประเทศเกิดความหวาดกลัวยิ่งซื้ออาวุธมากและยิ่งมีเพื่อนบ้านที่ไม่ไว้ใจกันยิ่งมีโอกาสปิดดีบริษัทอาวุธชั้นนำของโลกจึงไม่เพียงแค่ขายของแต่ยังพยายามมีบทบาทในเวทีระหว่างประเทศเช่นสนับสนุนฝ่ายใดฝ่ายหนึ่งด้วยอาวุธในระดับที่พอให้สู้ต่อไปได้แต่ไม่ชนะเด็ดขาดเพื่อให้ความขัดแย้งยังดำเนินต่อและสามารถรีสต็อกได้เรื่อยๆนี่จึงไม่ใช่แค่การค้าขายทั่วไปแต่คือกับดักของระบบที่หากประเทศใดเข้าไปพัวพันแล้วจะถูกบีบบังคับให้ต้องซื้อซ้ำๆเพื่อไม่ให้ล้าหลังทางอาวุธจากประเทศเพื่อนบ้านที่ก็ถูกกลไกเดียวกันล่อลวงเช่นกันยิ่งกลัวยิ่งจ่ายเวลาประเทศเกิดความตึงเครียดไม่ว่าจะเป็นข่าวหรือการเสริมกำลังทหารการซ้อมรบชายแดนหรือข้อพิพาททางประวัติศาสตร์ที่ถูกปลุกขึ้นมาใหม่นั่นคือจังหวะที่บริษัทอาวุธจะปรากฏตัวในรูปแบบของผู้ช่วยเหลือที่เสนอเทคโนโลยีป้องกันล้ำสมัยเสริมแสนยานุภาพเสริมขีดความสามารถด้วยราคาสูงลิ่วแต่ห่อหุ้มด้วยคำว่าความมั่นคงของชาติพวกเขาจะไม่พูดถึงสันติภาพพวกเขาจะพูดถึงภัยคุกคามพวกเขาจะไม่พูดถึงการอยู่ร่วมกันพวกเขาจะพูดถึงการยกระดับขีดความสามารถทางทหารและพวกเขาจะไม่อยู่เพื่อเจรจาแต่จะอยู่เพื่อส่งใบเสนอราคาเมื่อเราหลงกลเราจะเผชิญกับค่าใช้จ่ายมหาศาลไม่ใช่แค่ค่าอาวุธแต่ยังรวมถึงค่าบำรุงรักษาค่าฝึกอบรมค่าชิ้นส่วนอะไหล่ที่ต้องสั่งจากบริษัทเดิมและที่อันตรายที่สุดคือค่าสูญเสียโอกาสที่ควรใช้เงินเหล่านั้นไปพัฒนาประเทศแทนความขัดแย้งคือโฆษณาอาวุธคือสินค้าสันติภาพคือศัตรูหากเรายุติข้อพิพาทชายแดนยุติการใช้อารมณ์ในการตัดสินใจทางการเมืองยุติความหวาดกลัวและความไม่ไว้ใจต่อกันธุรกิจอาวุธจะสูญเสียตลาดทันทีนั่นคือเหตุผลว่าทำไมบางประเทศไม่เคยจริงใจในการส่งเสริมสันติภาพและถ้าเราทั้งสองประเทศไทยกัมพูชาหันหลังให้กับความขัดแย้งและหันหน้ามาหารือเพื่อพัฒนาร่วมกันยอดขายของอุตสาหกรรมสงครามจะตกทันทีและนั่นคือสิ่งที่พวกเขาไม่ต้องการให้เกิดกับดักสงครามจะทำให้เราเป็นลูกค้าประจำตลอดไปการเข้าใจในกับดักนี้จึงเป็นเรื่องสำคัญเพราะหากเราตอบสนองต่อความขัดแย้งด้วยการสั่งซื้ออาวุธรอบแล้วรอบเล่า เราจะตกอยู่ในวงจรที่ไม่มีวันหลุดพ้นและต้องจัดสรรงบประมาณประเทศปีละมหาศาลเพียงเพื่อเตรียมสู้โดยที่ไม่ได้ลงมือพัฒนาคุณภาพชีวิตประชาชนเลยบทสรุปถ้าเราไม่ทะเลาะกันเขาก็ขายไม่ได้เขาผลิตอาวุธมาเพื่อให้คนทะเลาะกันเขาพัฒนาระบบเรดาร์เพื่อให้เรากลัวกันเองเขาสร้างนวัตกรรมเพื่อให้เรารู้สึกด้อยกว่าและรีบซื้อเขาโปรโมทภัยคุกคามเพราะมันคือโฆษณาที่ดีที่สุดอย่าหลงกลพวกเขาอย่าเอาอนาคตของลูกหลานไปแลกกับคำว่าสมดุลทางทหารที่ไม่มีวันเกิดขึ้นจริงเพราะเขาไม่ได้อยู่เพื่อหยุดความขัดแย้งแต่สร้างมันขึ้นมาเพื่อจะขายสิ่งที่เราพึงไม่ต้องการตั้งแต่ต้นอย่าหลงกลกับดักสงครามของธุรกิจอาวุธธุรกิจอาวุธไม่ใช่แค่เรื่องของความมั่นคงแต่คือธุรกิจระดับโลกที่มีขนาดใหญ่เทียบเท่าธุรกิจพลังงานเทคโนโลยีหรือน้ำมันมีแผนการตลาดมีเครือข่ายทุนข้ามชาติมีนักวิ่งเต้นทางการเมืองมีการลงทุนด้านโฆษณาและที่สำคัญที่สุดคือมีตลาดเป้าหมายที่ชัดเจนความขัดแย้งระหว่างประเทศและภัยคุกคามระหว่างมนุษย์พวกเขาไม่อยากเห็นประเทศใดรักกันเพราะสันติภาพทำให้เขาขาดรายได้เมื่อเกิดปัญหาชายแดนหรือความหวาดระแวงระหว่างประเทศเพื่อนบ้านพี่น้องสิ่งแรกที่เข้ามาไม่ใช่นักเจรจาแต่เป็นนักขายอาวุธพร้อมข้อเสนอมากมายทั้งแบบขายตรงเช่าซื้อหรือแม้กระทั่งให้ใช้ฟรีและนี่คือหัวใจสำคัญของหัวข้อที่2ให้ฟรีแต่เพื่อหวังกอบโกยรับไปก่อนไม่ต้องจ่ายตอนนี้ขอเพียงแค่ใช้ของเราเท่านั้นเราจะฝึกให้คุณฟรีเราจะตั้งฐานทัพให้คุณดูแลความปลอดภัยข้อเสนอที่ดูเหมือนมิตรภาพเหล่านี้แฝงด้วยกลยุทธ์ระดับสูงที่มีเป้าหมายชัดเจนคือการผูกขาดตลาดในระยะยาวและการครอบงำยุทธศาสตร์ทางทหารของประเทศเป้าหมายสิ่งที่ดูเหมือนว่าให้ฟรีนั้นแท้จริงคือการผูกมัดแบบกึ่งอาณานิคมทางการทหารเพราะเมื่อคุณเริ่มใช้อาวุธหรือระบบของเขาแล้วต่อจากนั้นคุณจะต้องซื้ออะไหล่จากเขาซื้อกระสุนจากเขาซื้อซอฟต์แวร์และระบบสื่อสารจากเขาฝึกกำลังพลโดยต้องพึ่งพาวิทยากรจากเขาร่วมการฝึกซ้อมทางทหารกับเขาเพื่อต้องการการรับรองและในที่สุดคุณจะไม่สามารถเปลี่ยนไปใช้อาวุธจากประเทศอื่นได้อีกเพราะระบบมันไม่เข้ากันคุณจึงกลายเป็นลูกค้าประจำโดยสมบูรณ์กับดักซ้อนความกลัวและการพึ่งพาเมื่อคุณใช้อาวุธจากประเทศมหาอำนาจและเกิดความขัดแย้งกับประเทศอื่นคุณจะรู้สึกว่าจำเป็นต้องพึ่งเขาอีกเพื่อขอความช่วยเหลือทั้งด้านข้อมูลข่าวกรองการอัปเกรดเทคโนโลยีและการเสริมกำลังนี่คือวงจรของการสร้างพันธมิตรเทียมที่ไม่ได้เกิดจากความไว้ใจแต่เกิดจากความกลัวและความจำยอมเขาให้ฟรีเพื่อผูกขาดเขาช่วยฝึกเพื่อกำหนดแนวคิดเขาร่วมซ้อมรบเพื่อสอดส่องเขารับฝากอาวุธไว้เพื่อแสดงอิทธิพลให้ฟรีวันนี้แต่เราจะต้องจ่ายตลอดชีวิตจุดที่อันตรายที่สุดคือเมื่อประเทศของเราเริ่มจัดสรรงบประมาณให้กับงบความมั่นคงมากกว่างบการศึกษาสาธารณสุขหรือการพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจพื้นฐานเพราะเชื่อว่าความมั่นคงมาจากอาวุธมากกว่าความร่วมมือของประชาชนในภูมิภาคนั่นแหละคือวันที่ประเทศเราไม่เป็นอิสระอีกต่อไปบทสรุปหยุดทะเลาะหยุดซื้ออาวุธหยุดเป็นเหยื่อถ้าเราไม่ทะเลาะกันเขาก็ขายอาวุธไม่ได้ถ้าเราไม่กลัวกันเองเขาก็ไม่มีตลาดถ้าเราพัฒนาพื้นที่ชายแดนร่วมกันเขาก็ไม่มีเหตุผลมาขายอาวุธถ้าเรามองข้ามอดีตแล้วร่วมสร้างอนาคตเขาก็ไม่มีทางผูกมัดเราได้คำเตือนอย่าหลงกลคำว่าให้ฟรีเพราะของที่ให้ฟรีบางครั้งคือสิ่งที่ทำลายอิสรภาพมากที่สุดและถ้าเรายอมตกหลุมกับดักสงครามวันนี้พรุ่งนี้เราจะไม่มีวันได้งบพัฒนาไม่มีวันได้คืนชีวิตที่สงบสุขทางออกคือความร่วมมือพัฒนาแทนปะทะแทนที่จะเอางบประมาณไปซื้อปืนใหญ่รถถังหรือเครื่องบินรบมาคิดร่วมกันดีกว่าว่าจะใช้เงินนั้นพัฒนาพื้นที่ชายแดนอย่างไรให้ประชาชนของทั้งสองประเทศได้ประโยชน์ร่วมกันเช่นสร้างเขตเศรษฐกิจร่วมพัฒนาถนนและโครงสร้างพื้นฐาน สร้างโรงเรียนและโรงพยาบาล ส่งเสริมการค้าข้ามพรมแดน พัฒนาการท่องเที่ยวและวัฒนธรรมร่วม เพราะดินแดนนั้นเราก็อยู่ร่วมกันมาอยู่แล้ว และจะต้องอยู่ร่วมกันต่อไป เปลี่ยนวิธีคิดหยุดซื้ออาวุธแล้วหันมาขายปัญญาแทน งบประมาณ1,000 ล้านที่เสียไปกับอาวุธซึ่งมักใช้งานได้ไม่กี่ปีควรเปลี่ยนมาเป็นการลงทุนด้านการศึกษานวัตกรรมเทคโนโลยีและความรู้ที่ต่อยอดได้เราทั้งสองประเทศมีภูมิปัญญาท้องถิ่นที่โดดเด่นทรัพยากรธรรมชาติที่หลากหลายและแรงงานที่ขยันขันแข็งเราควรใช้สิ่งเหล่านี้ไปผลิตสิ่งที่เราเหนือกว่าแล้วส่งออกให้โลกไม่ใช่ปล่อยให้เงินทองไหลออกไปกับกระสุนที่ยิงใส่กันเองคำเตือนสุดท้ายอย่าหลงกลอย่าเข้าทางเขาเพราะไม่มีอะไรได้คืนถ้าเราทะเลาะกันเพียงเพราะเรื่องที่ตกลงกันได้อยู่แล้วเราอาจเสียทุกอย่างทั้งชีวิตมิตรภาพประวัติศาสตร์อันดีและโอกาสทางเศรษฐกิจระยะยาวที่สำคัญเราไม่มีวันเอาชีวิตที่สูญเสียกลับคืนมาได้และไม่มีใครในประเทศมหาอำนาจจะคืนสิ่งนั้นให้เราได้ข้อเสนอแห่งสันติภาพเปิดโต๊ะเจรจาอย่างจริงจังบนหลักการเคารพซึ่งกันและกันหยุดการส่งกำลังทหารเพิ่มในพื้นที่เสี่ยงเชิญอาเซียนหรือองค์กรที่เป็นกลางมาเป็นสักขีพยานจัดทำแผนพัฒนาเขตร่วมชายแดนโดยประชาชนมีส่วนร่วมรณรงค์ในสื่อของทั้งสองประเทศให้ประชาชนเห็นโอกาสแทนความกลัวขีปนาวุธอาจบินได้เร็วแต่คำพูดที่มาจากสติจะไปได้ไกลกว่าเพื่อกัมพูชาเพื่อไทยเพื่อภูมิภาคนี้ที่เรารักร่วมกัน